see any chats come through. Let me place this over here. So today's training is really a demo about ThriveCart. Now, if you haven't heard of ThriveCart or don't know anything about it, it's a shopping cart or checkout cart for when people purchase products from you that you can tie into your website. And so with ThriveCart, we can have an entire one-page sales page website, which is fantastic. And so for my Kajabi users, that's not really possible at the moment, either not without coding or without some special setup. And so I want to go over ThriveCart for any platform. Well, not any platform. Like I think some platforms like Wix might not work with it. But like if you're a WordPress user or something like that, it definitely works with that. And so I want to go over what a one-page website looks like, how I integrate it, and sort of some of the back end and options that you can do with ThriveCart because it has some other features with it that are make it just an absolute like dream to work with once you get things kind of set up. So let me show you one of the pages, and this is just a demo page of what I'm talking about with the one page setup. So I'm going to share my screen over here and show you what I mean. So yeah, that looks kind of crazy. But this is the back end of Kajabi. So let me show you what the page actually looks like. So this is very generic, but I put this together so you can see that this would be your header. I mean, you could add some more color and flair to it. This was supposed to be a video over here where it says ThriveCart, but I don't have a video connected. Maybe some subtitles and something about the product that you're offering. And then over here on the left is maybe some things about the product, you know, what they're going to learn in the training, objections and things like that, and some bonuses. Typical kind of things that you would see on the sales page. But on the right, this is an example of a ThriveCart checkout process. So let me zoom it back a little bit. And so this is embedded or included on my Kajabi page. And so if you were using WordPress, you can do the exact same thing. You can embed or add this cart right here to your WordPress site. Now, I'm going to show you in a moment how you don't even have to do that. You could strictly use ThriveCart, and it can be your sales page with the cart already included. So it completes or offers two options of doing it, which is you have your web page, whether it's in WordPress, Kajabi, or something else, and then you take ThriveCart and include it, and then ThriveCart itself allows you to have sort of this one-page sales page too. So I just put this together to kind of demo that with this particular cart, I have like different options here. I have a split pay, a subscription option that somebody could do. And then, you know, your product, your information. And once that gets entered, they would continue on with the process. And so I could have my one-time offer or my order bump, as it's often referred to, that they could toggle. Now, again, this isn't highly customized, but you get the idea. Now, for this particular page, because it's done in Kajabi, is I've added in, maybe you want to have some testimonials at the bottom, some frequently asked questions. You can still customize it to however you want for this one page, and this becomes your sales page, checkout page, all on one thing. And so these are proving to have a better conversion rates because people aren't having to click and go through a whole bunch of things and steps. They can kind of see really quickly what they want. And if you've written this section um, to answer all their questions or most of their questions, then they can buy. And so then what's at the bottom is more social proof, and then questions that may come up more often than not. Maybe you have a refund policy. Maybe how long do they have access to the course? You get the idea. So let's take just a quick look at, I'm going to show you on the back end of Kajabi really quick. So this is this section right here over here. All I did was add in some custom code. This is all part of the same section, but I added in some custom code, and this code is given to me by ThriveCart. So all I did was copy and paste. There wasn't some, really hard thing to do. I can decide how wide I want it. If I wanted this one to be a little smaller on the side, and let's say I made it 5, and then on this side, I decided to make it 7. Maybe I want my cart to be a little bit wider. I can do that. So it's fully customizable. Maybe I wanted the cart to be at the bottom and not even side by side. You can customize that with Kajabi just the same as you can with, like say, WordPress or something else. So let's take a moment. I'm going to switch over to, the back end of ThriveCart. Here's what I get for having so many tabs open. So if you aren't familiar with ThriveCart, this is not the dashboard, but it is sort of the back end, and this is the main piece of it, where you can have your primary product here. You have upsells, you have downsells, you can even have A/B test coupons. And remember those extra features that I said that you can have in your account? I do have the pro version of this. But you can have JV partners and affiliates. And so if you have obviously a product, you can set up your affiliate system. You can set it up so that people have to be pre-approved. So you're not really dealing with random people just signing up for your program and you don't know who they are or something like that. But it allows you to approve people, pay them out, and actually ThriveCart automatically pays them. So you don't have to do much more than just set up which products you want to offer. So that's a really nice benefit that I really like having available to me. So again, we have our products, and I'm going to go through how it kind of looks on the back end. So I'm going to go down to my demo here, and a couple of things that you're going to note is that there's an edit funnel, and then there's an edit. So with my funnel, I'm going to show you that you have the ability to have multiple upsells and downsells. And so if you're not familiar with that terminology, that means, let's say I ordered a product, I have my one-time offer. So let's say that's here. And I say, okay, I'm going to, in fact, let me, I'll enter in some bogus information here. And I say, yes, I'm going to get this. And I have my one-time order. When I continue, I have it in test mode, so I can put in this bogus information. The next thing for completing my offer, I think I have the right checkout card in here, is that the next product that's presented to me would be, yes, this is the upsell. This is typically the next step product based on your original product that you're offering. So whereas a one-time offer or order bump might be a complementary product. And so that's sort of the difference. And so I can say, yeah, no, this is my upsell. And then if I click no, thank you, now that's my downsell. So I'm just, this is just bogus information in here. But all of this is customizable to make it look the way you want. You can have videos on it. You can have images. You can have testimonials, more value, so that even a $7 or $27 product can have a full cart value of 100, a couple hundred, or whatever your offerings are. So as I go back to, let's say, the ThriveCart, this is what I mean, where you can have multiple upsells or downsells, up to 5 in here. And that's quite a lot. I think some of your customers might get a little frustrated if you have all 5, but you have that flexibility to do that so that it will go through. And so there's some customization that you can add this if they purchase to a particular membership platform. So Teachable is one of the options, and I think there's something else. But if not, then you can customize all of that for your particular setup. So if I go back out and I pick the same product and now I edit it, this is more about what I want to have in the product, how the look of the checkout cart, the pricing. And so with your pricing, just like I showed in the demo, you can have multiple pricing options all on one page. And that's a nice feature too, that for my Kajabi users, you don't have. You have one price, and you can put it on your sales page, but you have to, it's not just one thing and then they just sort of click from it. And so, but similar. So I don't want to say that Kajabi can't do it. It's just one of those different things. So the calculate sales tax becomes important if you are in a place that requires you to purchase sales tax. So I just had a customer recently who's in Australia that has to do that. And so we were talking about doing this, and it asks you like, where are you from, and all this initials to verify. But you can collect sales tax. There's something called GST. I do not know a lot about it, but I do know that they're required to calculate it. And as of right now, for my Kajabi owners, that's not really possible through Kajabi. You have to do something extra. So if you are using even WordPress and need the ability to calculate and charge for sales tax, this handles it for you. You can also customize your invoice. The next piece, and feel free to ask any questions if you have any, and I will keep checking in on my phone to see if anything shows up. So we can then have an order bump in here. We have the ability on whether it's physical or digital. So whether it's delivered that way. And then our processes are just what we use for payment, whether it's PayPal or Stripe. And again, like I said, do you want to offer this product to be promoted via affiliate links? And so you can enable or disable that. So when we get to fulfilling, we can have our support email. What do we want to have happen after purchase? Maybe we want to redirect them to a login page, send them directly to the membership like Teachable. If we have CD or DVDs, let's say for physical, you can ship products to them. So it's not really about, ThriveCart isn't just about uh, digital products or online, courses. It's about anything that you need to sell and have a checkout process for. So we get into the checkout. This is where we can design our one-page sales page, as well as have other options on, like I said, whether we want to have it on our WordPress or Kajabi site, or whether we want to have it totally in ThriveCart. So this particular one, when I talk about the standard one, that's the one where you can design how you want it to be. So the same information, but this becomes typically a two-step process. You have your sales page, and the standard is then you redirect them from maybe a buy now button that redirects them to this checkout page. Now I've just added in different things, different elements in here so I can drag and drop what I wanted. I put a timer on here, which is a nice feature if you want people to make a decision. Are you in or are you out? You can have some different guarantee symbols down here. So maybe I want to add some of these that maybe I offer a 30-day refund, and this is already included. Video, images, subheading, and then I can stylize different options as I click on it from the left. So that's how you design the page. I can change something different on the success page. I added just some customizations. The colors are all off, so don't judge me on that. But I just was more about putting elements so that you can sort of think maybe out of the box if you don't have any customizations to your thank you page. And so I can maybe say if they're in the spirit of buying, offer additional products or services that somebody may be interested in, or tell them about your Facebook group or your YouTube channel or whatever it is you want to tell them. And then they will get their PDF invoice from it. And so you can add in other tracking. So if you're using something to determine your analytics, there is already the ability to, I think it's in settings, you can have different analytics in here, PayPal, your Stripe, different email integrations if you need them. Like I said, teachable wish list when we talk about different membership sites. It'll work with different webinar platforms, and of course, there's always Zapier that when all else fails, that we can do that. So that's definitely a really good setup, and I haven't come across anything. I personally haven't come across anything that I needed that wasn't already there. So let me go back to products, and if I click on this get URL, it'll give me this URL here, and then I can just view checkout. And so again, like I said, this is in test mode, but this would be what a standard checkout looks like using ThriveCart. And so when your buy now button would just go to this redirect page, and then they would check out, and then that would be it. So again, it doesn't matter what platform you're using, that's how you would set this up. So if I go back into products, and let's say I'm looking at this particular one, it's in test mode. And if you're ever wondering where that is, that's under product status. So if I say, you know what, I'm never going to use this card again, I can disable it. But while I want to test before I go live, I put everything in test mode. And it makes it really quick and easy to just copy, as you saw me do, some bogus credit card number. I don't have to go on the back end of Stripe or PayPal or use some couponing method to simulate going through the checkout process, and all the emails and everything that's supposed to happen works. And so if I click here for checkout, this is where I have the embed option. So let me click that one and then click design. Then I can edit this. And so see, I've trimmed down everything that I wanted on here. I just wanted the information, the header here, the payment options, and then I can customize if I have coupons and things like that. I think I put down that this is probably a testimonial in here. Yeah, John Smith. He's a happy customer. But you can see over here on the left again, customize it to your look and feel. But this gives me the embed option. This gives me the ability to add this card to my existing sales page or website. Again, WordPress, Kajabi, or something else. And I can have that one-page website that I was looking for. But suppose I don't have Kajabi, or I'm not using Kajabi, but I still want to have that one-page sales page. Let me exit out of here. And I go back to products, and I'll click on this one and click on checkout. I don't think I have it in here, but let's do the sales cart option. This gives me a little bit more flexibility to have that true sales page. So it looks almost the same, doesn't it? But I might have, a big header that says, teaching grabbing header. And I want it to be centered, something like that. You start to write your sales copy in here. I can add this in here to say more sales copy. I can decide how I want it to be before I actually have my sales card in here. So if I were doing this as a sales page, and then I might have the key elements that I would want to have on my page, I would start to add, my testimonials on here. And I would have, let's say, something like what others are saying. I might stylize it a little bit. If I can click this, apparently, italicize it, give it a little bit of color. Would not pick purple, but let's just pick any color in here. I don't really want to have red, but I can do this. And let's say I really want this to stand out. Well, then I can make this bigger in here. I can stretch the height of it. I can just add some more customization, like I say, to make what I want to have happen. And then this entire page becomes the sales page. I don't have to use a third party, or I should say I don't have to have a regular website. I could have this set up in ThriveCart. So I'm just going to save this, and just like save and get URL, what's going to happen here is that then I'm going to have a web page, and I can use this shared on social media, talk about something, and then people go directly to a sales page and check out. And so these are, like I said, are really popular now, having this one-page sales page option. And so you kind of have two ways of doing it: taking the embed, like I said, adding it to your sales page or copy or whatever you're using, or do it all in ThriveCart. And so if we go back into products, I want to show you that in your upsells and downsells, you have that ability to create different products and then use them within Kajabi, within ThriveCart. And then you have the ability to do some A/B testing to see which one is performing better. So that is a great plus for testing to see which one is converting better. And then coupons are just like they are. You can specify them for everything, every product you have, or for a particular product and or upsell or downsell that you want to have happen. And so one of the things I wanted to point out, let's see, is that if you are interested in getting your own ThriveCart, I'm going to show you here that there are two options. This is a lifetime access for it, but there's two versions. There's sort of the standard version, but it's with the pro version that you get the affiliates and JV partner things and the ability to have other customers using ThriveCart underneath you, but you're responsible for their cart. So it's really outside of the scope of the training. You can definitely contact me if you're interested in something like that. But you don't have to pay month to month for ThriveCart. It's a lifetime access. My link is definitely included in the description below. And let's see if there's anything else I wanted to show you. And for those that use my link, I have some special training that walks you through how to set this up with Kajabi. And so you're not like, well, sure, Terry, that looks great, but how do I make it work? And you don't need to use Zapier to make it work. I have some steps. I've already documented it and tested it, so that you can use ThriveCart with Kajabi and get all set up and going. So let me see if there's any questions. I don't think there's any questions. Let me stop sharing for right now. And so doesn't seem to be any questions, so feel free to contact me if you have anything a little bit later. Otherwise, have a great day. Offer a awesome customized shopping experience for your customers, and use that one-page sales page that definitely is having higher conversion rates these days. And I'll talk to you later.